Hi, everyone, and welcome back to our short summer bonus series of How to Dream. Today, we're going to talk about something that I know as a therapist plagues a lot of us: anxiety and overthinking. Even if you have never been diagnosed with anxiety, anxiety is something that most, if not all, humans will deal with in their lifetime. And overthinking can sometimes feel like we're being productive, but most of the time, it's our nervous system trying to find safety through the control of overthinking. It's a trap, and it can feel like a prison when our minds get held hostage there for too long. Your brain keeps circling with the same thoughts, the same fears, the same worst case scenarios because what our brain really wants is certainty. But you'll never find certainty through overthinking. You will only find spiraling. So today I'm going to help you do something simple and powerful. We are going to get the thoughts out of our head and onto paper so your body can come down and your mind can get clear. Here's why journaling helps with anxiety. An anxious mind is loud. It's full of what ifs and mental rehearsals. It's full of scanning and bracing for the worst case scenarios. Journaling doesn't magically erase anxiety, but it does do something very important. It stops your mind from having to hold everything at once. When you write it down, you separate what's true right now, and what you're afraid might happen. You also separate what you can control and what you cannot control. And that separation alone can be very calming. Before we start our weekly practice of writing things down, let's take one slow breath in, all the way in and all the way out. And let's just do that one more time this week. Let's take one slow breath in and all the way out. Since we're talking about overthinking and our minds running nonstop, that extra breath might help this week. Now let's journal. So grab your journals, and I want you to write this at the top of a fresh page of paper: anxiety reset. That's what I want you to write at the top of a fresh page of paper: anxiety reset. You don't have to write paragraphs after this. Bullets are perfect. But we're going to do a few prompts. And the first prompt is, what is my anxiety saying right now? And then I want you to write the exact sentences that your mind keeps repeating. Just go on and get them out. What is my anxiety saying right now? And I'm going to give you about 20 seconds to get some of those sentences down. Here's the second prompt. What is actually true in this moment? Not what might happen, not what could happen. What is true right now? And I'm going to give you about 20 seconds to write that down. What is true right now about what your anxiety is saying? Here's the third prompt. What am I trying to control? Be honest with yourself here, because anxiety loves control. And there was this story I heard about trying to hold on to a butterfly. And if you can just imagine that, your open palm, just imagine your hand out flat and a butterfly coming and landing in your hand. That's what you want in this life. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to accept. And I know a lot of us say the butterfly never lands for me. But I want you to picture a butterfly landing in your hand and then you trying to grab it and hold on to it and keep control of it. That's what we're doing to our lives when we allow anxiety to take control of things in our life that we really should be treating as delicate as a butterfly landing in our hand. So take some time and write that down with that visual in your mind of the butterfly in your hand. What are you trying to control? The fourth prompt is, what is within my control today? And list only the things that you can actually do. What is within my control today? Today, I can make that call. I can send that email. I can take the break I deserve. I can drink the water I need. I can go outside for fresh air. I can ask for help or I can go to bed early. We're talking about taking one step, what is within your control today that will help you break this pattern you've been stuck in. Prompt five, what is outside my control? And what do I need to release? What is outside my control and what do I need to release? Write it plainly. Don't wrestle with it. No wrestling, just write. And the last prompt, what is one small step that would help my body feel safer today? What is one small step that would help my body feel safer today? Again, we're not talking about your whole life. We're just talking about today. What do you need today? Maybe some examples are turning off the news. Maybe you don't need to watch the news today. Or stop scrolling your phone for the next hour. Put your phone out of your reach so you stop automatically picking it up. How about eating something real, not just stopping for fries in a drive through line, but intentionally packing something that will fill you up? You know, a lot of times we think when we're eating something like chips that we're taking care of ourselves because we are putting something inside of our body. But actually, the reason why we stay grumpy is because those chips are not fueling us. Something like an apple fuels you, a banana fuels you, vegetables fuel you. Chips don't tend to fuel you. So think about that. Are you eating something real today for you? Maybe you're going to walk for 10 minutes or call one safe person that you can share this work with who is not going to make you feel bad or cause you to shrink. You can also try to do 478 breathing today. We talked about that on a past podcast episode. Or you can write down what your next step might be. Those are all some examples. Now, I want you to go back through this work and circle the things that feel like truth. And here's why sometimes I like to use different colors when I journal, because my journal will be filled with things, and sometimes I just want to flip through and be reminded of something important. So I might circle the things that feel the most like truth to me in a different color. So when I flip back through my journal, those truths pop out at me. I don't have to look for them. They pop out because they're in a different color. That's another idea of something you can do to up your journaling game. Now we're going to turn this into a one paragraph plan by writing, "Today I am choosing blank. Today I am choosing." And I'm going to give you some examples of things that you can put in that blank. But I think that you will be able to come up with something on your own because most of us are craving this. We're craving this time. And so our minds have the ability to go ahead and tell us what we need before we even know we need it. So here are some examples of things that you can fill in the blank if you are not able to come up with something on your own. Today I'm choosing peace. I'm choosing the next step. Today I am choosing rest or one boundary. Today I am choosing clarity. Those are all examples of things that you could fill in that blank if you are struggling with coming up with your own idea for that prompt. Then I want you to write, and this will complete our paragraph for our plan. I want you to write, "My next step is blank, and I will do it by blank." So I want you to give it a date. Overthinking does not need more mental work. We've got that part covered. Your overthinking needs a place to land, and writing is one of the safest places for it to land. So make sure you finish your one paragraph plan by writing, "My next step is blank, and I will do it by blank." If this episode helped you, share it with someone else. And don't forget to download the first chapter of How to Dream. You can find it right here in the show notes, and it's completely free. And I'll see you in the next bonus episode where we're going to talk about journaling through heavy days of grief, burnout, and stress. The days when we really don't think we have the energy to journal. Even on those days, we are going to write our way through it so we can protect our peace and get our dreams in motion.